Welcome to Nakriy's Cloud Academy, a journey to Pinnacle of Success. In this video, I am going to brief you all on the three major public cloud providers. Those are AWS, Amazon Web Services from Amazon, GCP, Google Cloud Platform from Google, Azure, a public cloud platform from Microsoft. As per Gartner's Magic Quadrant for Cloud Infrastructure and Platform Services, published in June 2022, AWS, GCP, and Azure are in the Leaders' Magic Quadrant, with AWS leading GCP and Azure for the 12th consecutive year. Now let's understand few key differences between three of them, which will help you to get clarity where each one of the cloud provider stands in the market today. Starting with the launch date, AWS launched its service for general public use in March 2006, followed by Azure in February 2010 and GCP in November 2011. Since AWS being the first one to launch, it has a market share of 34%, followed by Azure at 21% and GCP at 10%. Now let's look at the global infrastructure that each cloud service providers own. Global infrastructure are categorized in number of regions and availability zones. Before proceeding with the numbers, let's understand what are regions and availability zones in cloud. A region is a separate geographical area, like Mumbai is one of the regions in India, and availability zones are the isolated and physically separated data centers within the region. AWS has 30 such regions and 96 availability zones. Azure has 52 regions and 113 availability zones, and GCP has 35 regions and 106 availability zones. In India, we have AWS presence in Mumbai and Hyderabad, Azure in Pune, Chennai and Hyderabad, and GCP in Mumbai and Delhi. What are the core services that these cloud providers are offering us? AWS has the following core services. For compute, it provides EC2, which is Elastic Compute Cloud. For storage, it is S3. For database, it is RDS, which is Relational Database Service. And networking, it is VPC, which is Virtual Private Cloud. Similarly, Azure has compute service called Virtual Machine, storage as Azure Blobs, database as SQL Database, and networking is called Virtual Network. GCP has the following core services. Under compute, it provides service called Compute Engine. Storage, the service is called Cloud Storage. For database, the service is Cloud SQL, and for networking, it is called Virtual Private Cloud. After understanding some of the key differences between each of the cloud providers, now it's time to check what is the job market for an individual possessing these skills. For this, I have taken a reference of data in LinkedIn. If you search with the keyword AWS Cloud in India alone, the search results will fetch you 7,726 new jobs. For Azure, it will give you 4,875 new jobs, and for GCP, it will give you 1,222 new jobs. If you check other geographies, you will find that there is a huge demand for these skills in the current job market. Now, what are the ways for you to acquire these skills? How can you get hands-on experience to learn this technology? In order to facilitate this, each of the cloud service provider has free tier accounts which will provide access to hands-on core services for which they do not charge anything if the services are utilized within the free tier limits. Now let's understand what are those offers in free tier that each of the cloud service provider is offering. Starting with AWS. AWS free tier account enables you to gain free hands-on experience with more than 60 products on AWS platform. They categorize this in the following offer types, like 12 months free, always free, and trials. Under 12 months free offer type, AWS gives free access to the following services with defined limits for the period of 12 months from the initial sign-up date. EC2, that is virtual machines on cloud. It provides 750 hours, that is approximately 31 days of continuous running instance per month of Linux or Windows of size T2.micro or T3.micro instance type. We will understand what each of the instance type mean in our subsequent sessions. It provides a storage capacity of 5 GB and 20,000 GET requests and 2,000 PUT requests per month. Amazon RDS, it provides 750 hours of Amazon RDS single availability zone dbt2.micro database usage for running MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, Oracle database, along with 20 GB of general purpose SSD database storage. Under always free offer type, these free tier offers do not expire and are always available for the AWS customers. The services under this category are Amazon DynamoDB, which is a NoSQL database. It provides up to 200 million requests per month and 25 GB of storage. Amazon S3 Glacier, which is an archival storage for backups. Under this service, you can retrieve up to 10 GB of your Amazon S3 Glacier data per month for free. Amazon Lambda, which is a serverless compute service. It provides 1 million free requests per month, up to 3.2 million seconds of compute time. Under the trials offer type, these offers are short-term free trials starting from the date you activate a particular service. Once the trial period expires, you simply have to pay standard pay-as-you-go service rates. Under this trial offers, we have Amazon SageMaker, which is used by the data scientists to prepare, build, train, and deploy machine learning models. For this service, you get 250 hours per month of T2 medium notebook, 50 hours per month of M4X large for training, 125 hours per month of M4X large for hosting for the first 2 months. Second service we have is Amazon Redshift, which is a data warehouse service. For this service, we get 750 hours per month for free. Now moving on to Azure free account. When you create an Azure free account, you get USD 200 credits to spend in the first 30 days. In addition to this, you get popular services free for 12 months and over 55 services free always. Following are the offer types with Azure. USD 200 credits. Once you create the account, Azure provides you with $200 credit, which you can use to work on any service for the first 30 days of account opening. Second, we have 12 months free. After your credit is utilized, use the core services for free with a limit as mentioned below for 12 months. Azure virtual machines with Linux or Windows OS, you get 750 hours of B1's burstable virtual machines. For Azure SQL database, you get 200 GB of S0 instance with 10 database transaction units. Azure Blob Storage, which provides 5 GB locally redundant storage with 20,000 reads and 10,000 write operations. Next is Always Free. Under Always Free, we have 55 plus services like Azure Active Directory, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure App Service, Azure Functions available for free always. Now moving on to GCP free account. The offer types that GCP provides is first one, 90-day $300 free trial. A USD 300 credits are given to customers signing up for GCP account for the first time. Customers can use these $300 to work on various different services. Next is free tier. Google provides access to 20 plus services within this free tier with a monthly limit. There is no end date for this free tier. However, Google reserves the right to change this offer anytime with a 30 days advance notice to the customer. The monthly limit that Google fixes on these services are for compute engine, one non-preemptible E2 micro VM instance per month in the following US region, that is US West 1, US Central 1 and US East 1. 30 GB month standard persistent disk and 5 GB month snapshot storage in the following regions, that is US West 1, US Central 1, US East 1, Asia East 1 and Europe West 1. It also provides 1 GB network egress from North America to all region destinations per month. For cloud storage, it provides 5 GB months of regional storage, that is US regions only per month, and 5,000 Class A operations with 50,000 Class B operations 100 GB network egress from North America to all region destinations per month. Free tier is only available in US East 1, US West 1 and US Central 1. Third is Google BigQuery. For Google BigQuery, it provides 1 terabyte of querying per month as free and 10 GB of storage each month. For more Google service, you can also refer to the Google service cheat sheet at this URL. Now that we have understood what are the free accounts and the features that are provided by these cloud service providers, below are the URLs to log into these cloud service providers. With this, I conclude my today's session. Thank you for your time, and I hope I was able to deliver value for your time. If so, support me on this initiative of sharing the knowledge of cloud. Join hands with me in reaching out to as many people as possible who are looking for such information by subscribing to my channel. I will talk to you again in my next video. Until then, take care and keep spreading the joy of giving among people around you. This is Tasleem, signing off for now.